Kevin, I know when we talked here just 24 hours ago in the press conference, you said that your goal for the race was clear. You had to win. And Chad's goals were probably a little bit mixed. So were you almost surprised, just like Andrew might have been, when he decided to go and try to win this thing?
Yeah, I was at a certain point of the race. I kind of felt like he would just he would settle, and he didn't. He kept charging hard, and man, he rode a great race.
The whoops, as you mentioned on the podium, was where he was making up a lot of his time. Was that something you knew all day long, even from practice in the heat race, or did that catch you by surprise in the main?
No, that's where he was making most of his time in the heat, and I wasn't really watching behind me, but from what I understand, that's where he made most of his passes. So he was fast there, and I had a couple of times when I lost it. I dropped the front end, and lucky I kept it on two wheels, and then had a real gnarly jump on, jump off right before the finish line. My rear wheel slid out of the rut, lost all the drive, and I really kind of doinked my front end going over the finish, going up to the finish line. So a couple of those mistakes really helped him close the gap. And once he got by me, I don't know, man. I just kind of, it was tough. It's really it's been a great season, and I got to look at that. But in this moment, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, I know that you said that you were trying not to lose sight of what a great season it was, but is that maybe going to kick in a couple of months from now as opposed to right now?
No, it'll be a little while. Obviously I wanted to win out the season. That would have been a great streak for me. I think it would have been 3, and it would have matched my my all-time wins in the season at 5. So it's I don't want to look back on the season and try to think about what I could have done different. I think that's life, and we all would make different choices if we knew how things would turn out when we were originally doing stuff. My consistency of the season was second to none. I mean, I'm the only guy that finished in the top 5. So at that, yeah, sure, I'd have loved to have gotten nothing but third, seconds, and first. It would have been great, but it just wasn't in the cards. And to have the consistency I had this year was great. But it's tough tonight.
Have you ever left the season with more fire than you do right now? I know that you said coming into this race you were fired up more than you probably normally are for a final. So will that continue through the off season?
Yeah, I think that I'm going to go home right now, and I'm going to have me some umbrella drinks and cruise around in my pontoon boat and stuff. I mean, I haven't been off a summer in my life since I was 6. I'm 30 now, and my daughter's fired up to go to the beach. We're going to go to Destin, Florida, and try to be normal for a while. I think that, who I am is going to come out. And probably a month from now, my wife's going to be running me out of the house, go do something, go ride or go do whatever, and that's probably what's going to happen. So we're trying to put some things together for outdoors and for four-wheel stuff. I really enjoy doing some of that stuff and meeting some of those people and being involved in that industry as well, in that community. I mean, those guys love what we do, and it's a great feeling to go watch them duke it out in NASCAR and stuff. So, I want to explore different options. This is my 10th season in the big class, and it's been a great season for me, and I want to stay true to the plan coming into 2008 was to make sure that I had the momentum and the drive to get me through 17 rounds, and I achieved that. And I don't want to have an off season that's going to take that away from 2009. I really believe that was the key to my success this year.
Okay, we have questions for Kevin Windham, second in the race and second in the points championship for the year, and 4 wins.
Kevin, after holding off Chad in the heat race, did that change the way you looked at the main event at all?
Yeah, I felt I was on cloud 9. I had a week practice, and I was a little concerned. I was like 4th fastest, and that wasn't going to cut it. I knew what I needed to do, and to be able to achieve that in the main, in the heat was a good feeling, and to hold them off. But in the main, it didn't go that way, and kind of made it that much harder, because I really believed that I had a good shot at winning, and I did. I gave it everything I had, and it just wasn't enough. Chad's a great rider, and I'd like to take this time to congratulate him on his championship.
All right, that's Kevin Windham. We good? That's Kevin Windham, second for the year, second in the race. Thank you, Kevin, of the Geico Power Sports Honda team.